Investors are on edge as they digest the recent market events. For example, the Federal Reserve recently pointed to an interest rate hike in March, perhaps as much as 50 basis points. Also, with geopolitical concerns, well, they have traders worried. And finally, sprinkle in a little ongoing COVID-19 worries, and it's understandably difficult for people who want to invest for the long term. While retirement accounts may be taking a hit right now, many companies are trading at attractive valuations that we haven't seen since the spring of 2020. So if you've got some cash sitting around, is now the right time to put it to use? If you're a dividend growth investor, you've likely heard of the Dividend Aristocrats, and here's a video I recorded about them. Dividend Aristocrats are a list of S&P 500 listed companies that have increased their dividends for each of the past 25 years. But did you know that there's an even more elite list? Those are the Dividend Kings. They're a rare breed of companies that have been able to increase their dividends for each of the last 50 years or more. And unlike the aristocrats, these companies don't need to be listed on the S&P 500 either. In this video, I'm going to cover what I call 6 dirt cheap dividend kings that are trading at a discount to their 200-day moving average, in order from the lowest to the highest. Now, you might be wondering, what's a 200-day moving average? Well, it's a technical indicator that tells us the average closing price of a stock for each of the last 200 trading days, or about a year. Investors like to look at the 200-day moving average as it could provide an indication of value. Let's give an example that's not stocks. Let's say you like to eat oranges, like I do. And about once a week, you go to your local supermarket and you buy some oranges. And last week, let's say they cost $3 a pound. And then, a week later, you buy more oranges, but now they cost $4 a pound. And then the week after, maybe they cost $6 a pound, and then maybe the week after that, they cost $8 a pound. Well, in this case, you have 4 prices and they're spaced a week apart. And if you average them up, you get $5.25 a pound. And what does this mean? Well, you could say that if oranges cost less than $5.25 a pound, that's a good price. And that's a moving average. The same goes with stocks. And since you're looking for information on quality stocks, I wanted to introduce Sure Dividend. Sure Dividend helps investors like you and I find high-quality income securities for their retirement and financial freedom portfolios. And the Sure Dividend newsletter analyzes their top 10 high-quality dividend growth stocks each and every month. And because they do such a great job, I want you to know that I use their service myself to research companies for the videos that I create here. So if you'd like to support the channel, go ahead and take a look for the Sure Dividend link that I left in the description below. And stay tuned, because I'll be giving you a promo code for a $41 discount off the newsletter. Alright, so let's get started. PPG Industries is the world's largest paints and coatings company and sells them under PPG Paints, Glidden, and Comex brands. PPG Industries was founded in 1883 by Captain John Baptiste Ford and John Pitcairn Jr. They started as a manufacturer and distributor of glass. Its name, by the way, stands for Pittsburgh Plate Glass. And today, they have approximately 3,500 employees located in more than 70 countries at over 100 locations. On January 20th, 2022, the company reported record fourth quarter net sales of about $4.2 billion, about 12% higher than the prior year. And with 120 years of dividend payments and 50 consecutive years of dividend increases, PPG is a newcomer to the list of dividend kings, and its stock has a current dividend yield of 1.52%. Now, PPG Industries' last trading price of $154.83 represents an approximate 6% discount over its 200-day moving average of $164.72. Interestingly, its 50-day moving average is also very close by at $163.40. And when the stock's 50-day moving average moves above the 200-day moving average, investors often view it as a bullish signal. Next on the list of dirt cheap dividend kings is Lancaster Colony. Lancaster has been making food products since 1969 after shifting away from housewares. The pivot has allowed the company to experience some explosive growth in the past 5 decades. The company generates around $1.6 billion in annual revenue. Lancaster Colony makes various meal accessories like croutons and bread products in frozen and non-frozen categories. Lancaster reported fourth quarter and full year earnings on August 26, 2021, and results were mixed against expectations. Consolidated fourth quarter net sales increased to 20.2% to a record of $385.6 million. Retail segment net sales grew 11.4% in the quarter to $214.3 million, while the food service segment net sales surged 33.3% to $171.3 million. For the fiscal year, consolidated net sales increased 9.9% to a record $1.5 billion, as retail segment net sales advanced 16.1% to $829 million, and the food service segment net sales improved 2.9% to $638.1 million. On November 10, 2021, Lancaster Colony increased its quarterly dividend to 80 cents per common share, marking 59 consecutive years of increasing regular cash dividends, and shares currently yield 2%. Second quarter fiscal year 2022 financial results will be reported prior to the bell on Thursday, February 3, 2022. Lancaster Colony's last trading price of $159.64 represents a touch over a 10% discount over its 200-day moving average of $177.47. And the 50-day moving average is $160.57. Next on the list, we have Stepan Co, a company that's been around since 1932, and at first, their only product was a chemical to keep the dust down on Illinois country roads. Nowadays, they're a chemicals company with surfactants making up most of what revenue comes from them. The company generates approximately $2.3 billion in revenue per year and has increased its dividend for 54 consecutive years. Stepan reported their third quarter earnings on October 20th, 2021, and results were both ahead of estimates for revenue as well as adjusted earnings. The company reported net income of $36.9 million, or $1.59 per diluted share, up 11% over the year prior. The company is set to report fourth quarter earnings on February 17, 2022. Stepan Co pays an annual dividend of $1.34, representing a current dividend yield of 1.23%. Stepan Co's last trading price of $108.94 represents an approximate 10.66% discount over its 200-day moving average of $121.94. However, the 50-day moving average is nearby at $119.38, and when the stock's 50-day moving average moves above the 200-day, well, investors often view it as a buying signal. Stanley Black & Decker is the next company on the list of dirt cheap dividend kings. Stanley Black & Decker can trace its roots all the way back to 1843, when Frederick Stanley started a small shop to manufacture hardware from wrought iron. In 1910, Duncan Black and Alonzo Decker began their business together and went on to obtain the world's first patent for portable power tools. In 2010, the two companies came together as Stanley Black & Decker in an acquisition worth about $3.5 billion US. Today, they have over 56,000 employees in over 60 countries, and together they generate over $14.5 billion in annual sales. Its main products include hand tools, power tools, and related accessories sold under the popular brands that you and I know, like Stanley Black & Decker, DeWalt, Craftsman, Irwin, Mac Tools, and Bostitch. Stanley Black & Decker has a fantastic track record of dividend payments. The company has paid dividends for 144 years. Can you imagine that? And they've increased their dividend for each of the last 54 consecutive years. The company will release its fourth quarter and 2021 year-end results on February 1st, 2022. The stock currently trades at $171.93, representing an 11.5% discount from its 200-day moving average of $194.26, and the dividend yield is currently 1.84%. Founded in 1909 as a window cleaning business, today ABM Industries is a leading provider of facility solutions, which includes janitorial, electrical and lighting, energy solutions, facilities engineering, HVAC and mechanical, landscape and turf, and parking. By growing through organic growth and strategic acquisitions, ABM has a team of over 140,000 employees that serve their clients across a wide range of industries. For the fourth quarter of fiscal 2021, so the year ending October 31st, 2021, ABM reported $1.7 billion in revenues, representing an increase of 14.2% compared to the year prior. Their board of directors also approved a 2.6% quarterly dividend increase from 19 cents to 19.5 cents per common share, payable on February 7th, 2022. And with 223 consecutive dividend payouts and 52 consecutive years of dividend increases, ABM Industries is firmly placed on the Dividend Kings list. ABM currently trades at $40.71 a share, representing a 12.43% discount from its 200-day moving average of $46.49, and its dividend yield is currently 1.92%. Oh, and before I forget, remember that promo code I mentioned earlier for the Sure Dividend newsletter? Well, because you watched this video, you can go ahead and use my coupon code FIM41OFF to lock in savings of $41 a year and get instant access to the newsletter with a 7-day free trial. Check the link in the description for more information. Okay, so the next Dividend King trading at its biggest discount to its 200-day moving average is 3M. 3M is a diversified industrial conglomerate. It manufactures over 60,000 unique products, including Post-it, Scotch, and Command, that get used every day in homes, hospitals, office buildings, and schools worldwide. Its business segments include safety and industrial, healthcare, transportation, electronics, and consumers products. 2021 was a redemption year for 3M, as it was hit hard by the economic downturn in the United States and international markets. But 3M has competitive advantages that make it difficult for newcomers to compete, and it's allowed the company to navigate successfully through recessions, financial crises, and others throughout its 120-year history. And things are looking up for 3M. For fiscal 2021, revenue increased 9.9% on a year-on-year basis. Furthermore, earnings per share were up 8% over the same period, $10.12 versus $9.36 in 2020. Dividend investors will appreciate 3M returned $5.6 billion to shareholders via dividends and share repurchases. 3M currently trades at $163.10, and that represents a whopping 13.6% discount from its 200-day moving average of $188.81. Furthermore, dividend investors will love the current dividend yield of 3.63%. So what did you think of the list? Do you use the moving average as part of your trading strategy? Let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.